Remember, Eugene is where Shakira Richardson was defeated into that ninth place. So I know Shakira Richardson wants to go back there and get her revenge on Jamaica. Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Yes, it's been a while since I've been on camera. Yeah. Trackies, I have some not so good news. Well, it's probably not, not good news for Elaine, but it's not good news for us, fans of the sport watching and enjoying what's happening with the women's 100 meters. But of course, seeing the fastest woman alive get back below 11 seconds for the first time in 2023 this season. So, of course, we were looking forward to her to build on these performances heading into 2024. But the track season soon done. The track season is literally a few weeks away from ending. So yes, this is not so good news for us, especially thinking about, what if Elaine Thompson here has a few more races? How much faster will she be able to get before the season runs out? So trackies, I took the liberty of heading on over to the Diamond League standings to see exactly where Elaine Thompson here falls in the bigger scheme of things. Now, I'm looking forward to seeing her coming up in the next Diamond League, hopefully in the women's 100 meters in Brussels. And off the back of that, I was probably thinking, hey, let's see what's going to happen in the women's 100-meter finals in Eugene. Now, the reason why I'm, focusing on the Diamond League particularly is because that's where you have the biggest names line up. That's where you're going to have 10.65 Shakira Richardson, and that's where you're going to also have a 10.65 Shericka Jackson. Now, I'm not, hoping and wishing up on some star, that Elaine Thompson here in her current state will be able to contend with 10.65 athletes. No, I'm not. However, being in such a field with this depth and this strength, it will be able to pull her to a better performance to round out her season. So, of course, I was looking forward to seeing her head off to one, Brussels, hopefully, and two, also see her head into that finals in Eugene, as I did say before. So I'm going to share my screen, and I know I'm probably saying, is it Brussels is the next one coming up, or is it? Yes, it's Brussels, right? So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you the current standings as it relates to the women's 100 meters right now, heading in to the next meet coming up in Brussels. So yeah, and it's as I said, it's not a good look as it relates to where Elaine Thompson here in particular falls on this list and any hopes that she may have to get to that final. So in first place, you can see Marie-José Talou from the Ivory Coast. She currently has 32 points. She heads the standings. Then we have Shericka Jackson there in second with 26 points. Then we have Shakira Richardson there from United States, 24 points. Daryl Nita from Great Britain, 21 points. Dina Asher Smith from Great Britain as well, 18 points. Then we also have Tonisha Torrey being here with 16 points. We have Gina Lukenkemper, 15 points. Iwa Swoboda. And I'm getting into the 8th lane now, track is 14 points here. So that's pretty much where lane 8 stops. Now, this is a Diamond League final track is so again, the points is what brings you to this final. So I'm looking at the 8 lanes here right now and I'm saying to myself, well, Elaine has to at least get, and that is hoping and wishing on a star also, that Iwa Sobo doesn't get any more points pretty much, to jump into this 8th spot. Now, when we look at Elaine Thompson here, she's down here in 13th with 6 points. No, if she heads into Brussels, potentially she will face a Marie-José Talou, Shericka Jackson, and Shakira Richardson. These are all women so far this season that are much faster than she is. And by much, I mean, Marie-José Talou in the 10.7s. And I did state where Shakira and Shericka fall on this list. Now, there are hopes of her potentially, defeating a Daryl Nita, Dina Asher Smith, a Tonisha Torrey. But again, as it relates to those big names, if she lines up with them, trackies, she can hope to become or to place in this field no greater than 4th. Yes. And if she places fourth in this field trackies, then she pretty much has no hope of making it into the finals because third place in her first Diamond League last weekend gave her, or a few days ago, gave her 6 points, right? So, with that said, yeah, last weekend. So, with that said, when we look at a fourth spot, that is just adding 5 points to that, so that will put her squarely at 11. The only hope track is, in my opinion, that Elaine Thompson here stands is the fact that Eugene has 9 lanes. Now, Eugene having nine lanes, she could be slotting in based on her pedigree into that ninth lane. But let's remember that this is also, a Diamond League final. We're in the host city, and we see this across every host city. Is not just specific to Eugene, where if there's an extra lane, then these cities will tend to put in, a home girl. So in this case, the finals being in the United States, I'm looking forward to seeing a possible American, fill in that ninth slot. They may not, go for an Elaine Thompson hero here. So yes, as it relates to facing off against Shericka Jackson some more, Shakira some more, and Talu some more, it may stop next. It may stop, in a few days in Brussels. And Brussels comes up. Let me tell you the date when Brussels comes up. Brussels comes up on in 3 days on September the 8th. So that is when Brussels comes up. So we will have her lineup here. Maybe Shericka Jackson does not turn up in this race. Why? Because Shericka Jackson has a meet coming up on the 8th. She will be running the women's 200 meters, I believe, at the Memorial Van Damme on the 8th of September. So Shericka Jackson, based on what I'm seeing here, will not be taking part in Brussels at all. So that cuts the field down to a possible Shakira Richardson and a Marie Jose Talu. As you know, athletes that are that much better than her this season, considering again that she's just coming back, to any kind of form. Again, running 10.92, first time below 11 seconds so far this season. So trackies, again, the biggest names, of course, are Marie Jose Talu and a Shakira Jackson. And a Shakira Jackson and a Shakira Richardson. But of course, Shakira Richardson, of course, being the biggest of all the names there. So based on the field that lines up in Brussels, Elaine Thompson here can possibly get between the same 6 points that she got there, or maybe less. And if it's less trackies, then of course that 14 points that we're looking at there, that currently is in 8th place right now as it relates to making it to the Diamond League final, she will not be able to get in because 8th place, as I said, stands at 14 points. Anyway, trackies, let me know your thoughts. Were you looking forward to potentially seeing Elaine Thompson here line up in Eugene? Remember, Eugene is where Shakira Richardson was defeated into that ninth place. So I know Shakira Richardson wants to go back there and get her revenge on Jamaica on home soil at Eugene, where she placed ninth the last time around. And I'm talking about clearly right after the Olympics, where Elaine Thompson, here, Shericka, and also Shelly. Well, not in that order. It was Elaine, then Shelly, then Shericka took 1, 2, 3. I'm sure she wants to go home and say, listen, this is my year. I want to stamp my authority there. We know that Shelly is out for the season with an injury, so there'll be no her. The only person that we have for sure heading into that finals will be Shericka Jackson. So we need some more Bakative. We need some more Bakative trackies to stand up against, Shakira's demolition of us this season, right? So hopefully we can get Elaine into that finals. If we can't, it is what it is. She runs the few races that she has for the season and calls it a day. But this is good, a good look heading into 2024, that's for sure. Anyway, sound off in the comment section below, like the video and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.